Hey everybody, this is Marco Rodriguez coming at you. Happy Wellness Wednesday once again. Today we have a double feature. I'm sitting here with fellow biohacker Kim La Chapelle in the great state of Arizona. Now, Kim, you were diagnosed with multiple sclerosis 35 years ago?
35 years ago.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about your story and how biohacking has changed your life.
Okay, so 35 years ago, just last month in March, I was diagnosed with MS. And you know, Marco, it looked differently over the years. I started with some numbness on my right side that would come and go, but I'm going to fast forward from 1984 to October 2013. And October 2013, I had been walking with a cane for about 6.5 years. I drove to my neighbor's house, so the cane isn't so impressive when I drive to my neighbor's house, or was in a wheelchair when, you know, my husband would put me in a wheelchair whenever I needed to really go any significant distance. Falling. I felt really well though. I only cut myself once.
Only once?
Only once.
Okay, good.
So I was falling, my right foot dropped, really tired. I was in bed a lot. And even when I got up from going to bed, I was tired. Just very weak and off balance. I would go around the corner and they would say, "Oh, there goes Kim."
Wow.
You know, woo. Shut my eyes, fall over. You know, be real off.
Now, were you on taking medication at that time?
Yes, I did everything everybody told me to do for 30 years. So I was on some, you know, pretty significant medication. When I had exacerbations where symptoms would get worse, I would go on a Solumedrol IV drip for 3 days.
So even with the medication, there were still times where you would get.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
So the medications didn't.
I think the medications helped. I mean, they've helped, and I was grateful for that. But you know, things have definitely changed since then.
Right. So how has biohacking changed your life?
How is biohacking?
And how were you introduced about it?
Okay, I was introduced actually that October that I was talking about. I described what I was like. I had a conversation with a neighbor and friend about how to heal my body with MS, and so what that entailed was she just said she had something she might, you know, she started her own business. She had something that might help me, and I hadn't seen her in a while. We had moved a few miles away. And so I wanted to get together with her, but she, you know, she shared a ABC investigative report with me that caught my attention, and I've always been open to non-invasive things. I've been part of different research studies and so forth. So I thought, well, I'll give it, you know, why not? I'll help her out for a few months, new business, help her out, and who knows?
Right.
You know, why not?
Right, absolutely.
Why not? So I started activating my body, activating a pathway in my body to reduce my oxidative stress.
Now, was that your NRF1 or the NRF2?
That was the NRF2. That's all we had.
Right. Okay. So
way back then.
NRF2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Activated the NRF2, and I started to notice. I started mid-October. I started to notice before the end of the year that I could walk without my cane.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, not like it is today, but that I could. You know, I'm looking at the front door, and I'm like, oh, I think I'm going to try to walk over there. And I did.
Wow.
And I did. So, yeah, fast forward, you know, I mean, things have just gotten better and better and better. And I've added, you know, I've activated the NRF1 pathway, so I have lots of energy. I drink, you know, I have my executive function drink, I call it, my brain food. I drink, you know, that's NRF2 for the brain. That is great also. But I'm, you know, I can go all day. I can go all day, and I used to, you know, not. The grocery store was the event. I mean, that was the event of the day. Once I was done with the grocery store, you know, that was it. That was it.
So, you know, we have so many people that are struggling with oxidative stress levels and don't even recognize that they have it.
Right.
And sometimes it comes out where it manifests itself in multiple sclerosis. So what would you say to someone out there that's kind of wondering or struggling whether or not to go the route of biohacking?
Well, there really is nothing to lose. I mean, what if we're right and it could help you, you know? You know, 5 herbs, it's not, you know, I mean, I would sleep on the street before I didn't have it, and my family would too, you know, so nothing had everything had kept me where I was, or I was definitely declining, again, I'm grateful for the medication. I wish I didn't have to wait 30 years to find this out, but there was a reason I did, because, obviously.
I'm curious about something. Were you when you started biohacking, how long did you stay on your did you stay on your medications for some time? So it's okay, is it okay to do both?
Yes, it's
Was there
okay.
any drug interactions or
No,
anything like that?
absolutely not. No drug interactions. I didn't have any side effects at all.
Okay.
At all. And I stayed on the medications a couple years after that. I was waiting. Here in Arizona, it's really hot, and the heat really bothered me.
Okay.
So that's a symptom with MS. I mean, the heat's or the cold kind of exacerbates things. So I thought, well, wait till it's not hot, then I'll go off.
Okay.
And then it would be November, and then it was Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then you had all that, chaos, and then it's just. So the medication, I would go back after 4 weeks to get an infusion. I was taking Tysabri. That was my last medication. At 3 weeks, I would be like, oh my gosh, got to get there.
Right.
And then after I started activating the NRF2 pathway, I found that, wow, it's 4 weeks already. I guess I'll go back. And so over time, I started spreading it out. 6 weeks, 6 or 7 weeks was my norm. And then I was out till 9 weeks.
Wow.
And then the doctor, I don't know, got more notice, I guess. She wanted to talk to me, and you would have this blood test for this PML, for this terminal brain disease. That was a possibility of this medication. And she said, well, your antibody counts are coming up, even though you're spreading it out. So I'm assuming you want to stop. So that's kind of what got me to just take the plunge.
That's fantastic.
Take the plunge and cut it off. And she said, are you sure you want to do this? Because, we've been holding back, the damage to your.
So are you still doing it? Or are you?
No, I've been about
off?
2.5 years now.
2.5 years now. And so you're biohacking NRF2 full time now.
Full time.
And not only that, but you have seen the results so well in your own body that you're now sharing this with other people as well.
Absolutely. How can you not? I mean, how can you not? I mean, I remember putting my butt in my car seat and I lift my legs to get in, like I weighed 300 pounds or something. And now I do a daily method bar class, and I'm with a lot of really, really fit people, and I could put my leg on a ballet bar and turn and balance. And participate. I got muscles. So
fantastic. So it's almost
amazing.
like an obligation, right?
Absolutely an obligation. Yeah. My husband has his wife back. We started dating when I was 17, which is when we met. So he's been through all of this with me. But it's just. Things aren't perfect. I'm not saying things are perfect, but I would say they're 98% better.
I think most of us would probably take 97%.
Yeah, I'm good.
Right?
I'm definitely, and it's nice because I'm back now.
Yeah.
I'm back, and I can participate in life, and I can share this with everybody.
Awesome. Well, Kim, thank you so much for taking the time. I know you've had a busy day today.
Absolutely, but I'm not tired.
And everything.
So.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And guys,
you're welcome.
Again, happy Wellness Wednesday to you. Thank you for sticking around for this double feature. And as I always like to say, remember, there is a better way to live.